Why, hello, replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. Activity 79, first one in the room, and Caroline N. Hello. Good to see you there, Darren. Good to see you, Dave Jeffries. Good to see you, Jack Volpe. Girl in the Curl, good to see you out there in Seal Beach, California. Good to see you, Phyllis. Good to see you, Paula Boyd. Good to see you, Sally Sipico. Welcome. Welcome to Midtown Manhattan. It's been a little while since we've taken a walk through Central Park. So let's do a tour. Let's do a walking tour of Central Park. Chilla D, and good to see you, Smoke 'em if you got 'em. And Dennis Ryan, hello. Good to see you, Sarge Tech. The Central Park experience, Sarge. Good to see you, Sarge. Welcome. Good to see everybody. How's everyone's Tuesday coming along? I hope everyone's Tuesday or Wednesday coming along, depending on where you are on the earth. I heard it's round. Good to see you, ABX girl. Welcome. I got to work off my bacon cheeseburger that I just had at the Astro Diner. Dave in Bangor, Maine. Good to see you, Dave, out there in Bangor, Maine. How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing great. Smoking 420ing now with a dash of hash. Enjoy the smoke there, Chilladine. Smoke them if you got them. Beautiful day here in Midtown. Almost Goldilocks weather. A little bit warmer than Goldilocks weather, but I'll take it. It's not oppressively hot today, and I think during our little walking tour today, we're going to lose the sun. The sun's going to go behind some clouds. Good to see you, Tom Constantine. Welcome. Good to see you, Caramax. I hope you had a great birthday the other day, Caramax. It's the Flatirons. That's right, Sarge. Absolutely. Cannot agree more. But I hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday. Had a great walking tour, had a great bicycle tour with some folks from the United Kingdom. We had, oh my God, I've already been blanking on who I had. I had everyone. I had Germany. I had United Kingdom. I had some folks from the States. I forgot already. Oh my goodness. Patrick St. Cyr. Good to see you, Patrick. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Once we get 50 people in the room, we will commence our walking tour. But it's a beautiful day here in New York City. 73 degrees currently right now, Fahrenheit. And we're going to take a tour of Central Park. We're going to take a nice full tour of Central Park because I want to take an express bus home, and my express buses don't start running from Midtown until around 3 o'clock. Doing awesome. The sun's out there on the West Coast. That's a beautiful thing, Chilla D. And your birthday was lovely. Good friends, good food and drink. Can't ask for anything better than that, Caramax. Happy birthday. Hope you had a great one. But hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're going to take a proper tour of Central Park today. Been a while since we have done a walking tour here on the YouTube, so might as well catch up with that. Good to see you, Darren. There was a live stream, was live streaming a gig on Saturday with 10,000 people. Darren, that's pretty cool, man. I hope it went well. I hope it went well, and more importantly, I hope you got paid for it. These people are like, you should come do a live stream for me. You'll get exposure. Exposure don't pay the bills, baby. So I hope you got paid for that, Darren. Good to see you. Rain not expected here in New York until 10 o'clock tonight, so we got plenty of time to live stream. Lady Orleans, good to see you, Lady Orleans, and all the members of the channel. Welcome. Welcome, channel members. Waiting to hit that 50 viewer number here. Robinson Lopez, Bom Tarte, Brazil. Got paid $100. All right, I'll take that. Awesome, Darren. Have you got paid 100 buckaroos? Welcome to Midtown. Welcome to 55th Street and 6th Avenue. We're going to enter Central Park today at 6th Avenue. And we're going to see almost all the major landmarks of the park. But I want 50 people in my room before I begin this walk, or this tour, depending on what you want to call it. Beautiful day, girl in the curl, beautiful day. And before we begin, I will show y'all this. So just as a fun fact here, I am a licensed New York City tour guide. Here's my tour guide license. Somebody messaged me recently saying, "You're not a tour guide." Well, there it is. There's my damn license for you. So I can accept money from random people in the street. Good to see you there, good to see you there, Easy Rider, out there in Los Angeles, California. We got 50 people in the room. We're good to go. The gimbal is kind of level. Let's do it. I know it's beautiful. Not too hot today, lady-o. Not too hot at all. It's a beautiful day here in New York, so let's enjoy it. Let's get out here and tour Central Park. Give it a thumbs up, Linda K. That's right. Good to see you, Linda K. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well, Linda. Bronco out there in Australia from the future. Good to see you, Branco. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. You're either staying up really late or getting up really early. Welcome to 6th Avenue and 55th Street. Let's get into the park. I want to leave this crazy, hectic urban environment we call Midtown Manhattan. That is the real deal. That's right, Sarge. Good to see you there, Annie Jean. You missed my roller coaster stream. Well, Annie Jean, we're probably going to have another roller coaster stream on Sunday, weather permitting. I guess I'm still the only New York live streamer who regularly live streams from a roller coaster. You've watched the rest. Now it's time to watch the best. Hey, that's a flight 10 right there. All right. Almost got ran over by a scooter, but it's okay. Let's do it. Let's get into the damn park. Let's get into the park, people. Let's get into the park. But we had a beautiful day on Sunday. Beautiful day on Sunday. Wandering around Coney Island. Got to see all the new art, or almost all the new art in Coney. But more importantly, we got to ride the Wonder Wheel, and we got to ride the all new Phoenix. And please do me a favor, don't go to the Phoenix expecting to be able to video it. I do video it smartly. I do have a chest mount that I mount you guys onto, so to keep everything safe and to code. So yeah. Scooters are fun, Darren. The scooters are fun. I should copyright Super Chat. I know there's somebody copying me as of late out doing that, which is kind of funny. But evidently I'm the one who copies everyone. Oh my God, Linda K, we're getting closer to 4th of July. I cannot wait. Looking forward to Sunday then. Never been on a roller coaster. Well, check out the replay. Check out the replay, because we rode the Phoenix. Good to see you, RJ, out there in the great state of Colorado. Welcome. Yeah, I heard somebody recently using the Super Chat. And that's mine, damn it. But everyone copies me, but then they turn around and say that I copy them. How funny is that, people? Anyway. Wrong chat there, Annie Jean. It's okay. Yes, 8 o'clock tonight. Let's go Rangers. We're doing good. All the New York sports teams are doing well. The Mets and the Yankees are doing well, and don't want to jinx it for the Mets. But I tell you, if the Rangers keep on going, it's going to be wild here in the city. Exactly. Often imitated, never duplicated. That is for damn sure. That's how you know they lie. Their lips are moving? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Welcome to Billionaires Row. How to do a pre-roll for a park walk? Awesome. The narrowest skyscraper in the world right there. The Steinway Tower, 111 West 57th Street. The narrowest skyscraper in the world with a 1:24 width to height ratio. The Steinway Tower right there. Jennifer, good to see you, Jennifer. Jennifer, I hope you're having some great runs. Did you do a 10K recently? I hope you had a great 10K. Good to see you. Oh, awesome, Linda K. Thank you so much. The best live streaming is on right now, baby. Hit that like button. Yes, the penthouse at the Steinway Tower is empty. It's scheduled to sell for $85.5 million.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, any Star Trek Lower Deck fans here? Good to see you, Myrna. Good to see you, Myrna. All my Canadian viewers checking on in. Good to see you, JC. Welcome. What a view indeed. The view from the Steinway Tower, also known as 111 West 57th Street, has a perfectly symmetrical view of Central Park. And that's where we're going right now. We're going to Central Park right now. This is the Central Park experience for the 7th of June, 2022. Girl in the Curl, thank you so much. Myrna Bergen, thanks for being a member of the channel for 2 months. Good to see you, Darlene, just in time for the tour, Darlene. Upper deck, awesome. Awesome, Annie. All right, let's get into the damn park. Good to see you, Meryl, out there from Avalanche. For you, Meryl. No avalanches, please. There. Oh, this guy's on a one wheel. This guy's on a bouncing around on a one wheel. Let's get into this park and start touring Central Park. Earlier this morning, had had some folks from Virginia, United Kingdom, Germany, and I want to say Ireland, but I could be wrong. Had a lot of people this morning, a beautiful group of people. Everyone knew how to ride a bike. The tips were great. They paid for my lunch. And now I'm here giving a tour for all of you beautiful people from all around the world. Myrna Bergen celebrating 6 months of membership. Thank you so much, Myrna. Celebrating 6 months. It's already been a half year that the memberships have been open. Thank you so much, Myrna, and everyone who has faith in me as a content creator. I'm still building that virtual city for you guys. I want it to be very visual when we start building the virtual city. So stay tuned for that virtual real estate coming soon to the channel members. Let me level this gimbal. You know, I forgot to do one thing, and that was calibrate the gimbal. Good to see you, Mason. As we go into Central Park. Look at all these beautiful people riding their bikes into the park. That's all you have there, Annie? It's okay. Yeah, it's going to be cool, Lady-O. It is crazy how time flies with this channel. It does. It is crazy. But the virtual city is going to be pretty cool. Virtual real estate and be the landlord of your virtual plot of land. I still got to get me a whiteboard to do that. I need a whiteboard. Here's Jose Luis Martin. He was a Spanish poet, journalist. This statue here depicts him being shot on his horse in 1895. He lies in state in Santiago, right next to Fidel Castro. Ah, Jennifer, you coming to Central Park? Okay. Have a wonderful mini 10K. I missed your message, Miles. Said, oh, Sarge. Sarge, thank you so much for being a member. Did I miss that? Let me scroll back here. You two, 6 months. There you go. 6 month membership there. Thank you so much there, Sarge, for 6 months of tried and true membership. I appreciate it. Good to see you, Tamara, out there in the great state of Texas. You're more than welcome, Jennifer. Have a great run. So let's start off the Central Park spiel, shall we? And that's why the horse. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, girl. Anyway, Central Park is completely man-made. None of this is real. If you want to build Central Park in your hometown, you can. The instructions are on the internet. All you need is 843 acres of space, 27,000 trees, 9,000 benches, 142 miles of drainage pipe, 58 miles of pedestrian pathways, 11.5 million cartloads of topsoil. We use 266 tons of gunpowder to sculpt the glacier rock here. The glacier rock, the only natural feature of Central Park. 266 tons of gunpowder. That is more gunpowder that was used in the Battle of Gettysburg. Central Park opened up, the first section of Central Park opened up in 1858, and the full park was realized by 1872. But we were still building little landmarks here in the park as late as the 1880s and 90s. Lady O, thank you so much for your 6 months of membership. Good to see you, JC. It is beautiful out here. We got the 6-month club here. That's a beautiful thing. But none of this is real. In fact, this section of Manhattan Island didn't have too many trees. This was a rocky kind of swamp-laden area of Manhattan Island. Not very desirable to live here. But look at it now. Central Park created by two architects. Frederick Law Olmsted. Frederick Law Olmsted, he's an American-born landscape architect. I could say that Frederick Law Olmsted, he directs the trees here in Central Park. And Calvert Vaux, he's a British-born architect. He designs a lot of the pathways here in the park, a lot of the infrastructure. They work with nature, not against it. That's how you get Central Park looking as beautiful as it does. Central Park employs over 300 horticulturists, which manage the park throughout the entire year. It costs around $85 million a year to maintain Central Park. And that is all thanks to the Central Park Conservancy. The Central Park Conservancy, created in 1980. These are the folks who gather all the money together to maintain Central Park. Good to see you there. Sunshine after the rain. Welcome. Hope everyone's doing great on this Tuesday. But now we're getting into the park. New York City's parks are the greatest asset. I have to agree. Happy Tuesday. Without the parks here in New York City, we would all go crazy and mad. This is the Hallett Nature Preserve. It's another very wooded area here. The nature sanctuary here. A lot of birds like to live in this area here. Happy chirping birds, yes. This is their area. Good to see you, Jack CC. Welcome. This tour, we're just warming up here on our tour this afternoon. Proper walking tour here of the park. Good to see you, Ramona. Welcome. And I could tell there are a lot of people here in the park because my cell phone signal is not maxed out. Good. Sun is shining. The birds are singing. The bird song fixes your brain everywhere. Awesome. Hey, a lot of people here in the park. I could tell the signal is bouncing around already. Our first little bridge coming up right here. It is amazes me how Central Park is detached from the city, absolutely. But here it is, coming up to the Gatsbow Bridge. The Gatsbow Bridge, built in 1868. This replaces the wooden covered bridge that used to be here in 1858. Designed by Calvert Vaux using the leftover rock from the construction of the park. If you saw the movie Home Alone 2, this is a bridge where Kevin comes running. He runs over this bridge, and then the next shot, he's way downtown at Washington Square Park. The damn kid had a lot of energy. And then here is the pond. No special name, just the pond. Probably one of the greatest views here in all of New York City. Picard, good to see you. Welcome on into the show. Wait, let's see this view here, because this is one of the most famous views here in all of New York City. The Plaza Hotel right there, 5th Avenue, 59th Street. Central Park is a 51 block deep park between 5th and 8th Avenues from 59th Street to 110th Street. 843 acres or 341 hectares. Complete man-made madness. Completely man-made. None of it is real. Which end of the zoo is at? The zoo is just on the other side from here, Picard. The zoo is just on the other side of this little road here. And I think when we leave the park, we're gonna walk through the zoo. We're gonna do a loop that's gonna take us around the park here. And then we're gonna exit probably near 5th Avenue because that's where I need to go to grab my express bus. So, ladies and gentlemen, here in the live stream, I'm gonna probably walk about 18,000 steps. I've been doing this walking tour here in the park for so long. I know exactly how many steps I'm going to do. So we're going to do about 18,000 steps today. Today's tour should last about 2.5 hours. And it's going to be fun. And Meryl Yazla with a $20 super chat. Meryl, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. The OG streamer of New York, indeed. Thank you so much, Meryl, for the big $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining the $5 club 4 times today. Much, 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 much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thanks for buying my lunch and tipping my my server. Thank you so much, Meryl. I appreciate it. It's all real, not just original. Yes, indeed. Ah, don't you love Central Park there, Pencil Subway Art? Frederick Lahr Olmsted, Calvert Vaux. You know, when they won the contract to build and design Central Park, they never designed a park before in their lives. And Myrna Bergen with a 5 Canadian super chat. Myrna, thank you so much for the 5 Canadian. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, 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 much appreciated. Thank you so much there, Myrna. Shout out to Montreal. I love Montreal. Such a lovely city. All that funky stuff. Good to see you there. You're more than welcome for the stroll through Central Park. Beautiful day today for it. And look at this. This is the imitation Burning Man that's coming here to the Kate Wollman Rink right here. And Sunshine After the Rain with a $5 super chat. Sunshine After the Rain. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, 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 much appreciated. Thank you so much. Perfect sky, perfect conditions today. Absolutely, Myrna. Good to see you, William. I'm doing fantastic. Missy Musk, good to see you. Just started raining in your part of Florida. You're more than welcome for the views. Welcome to New York City. That's right, it's a tiny, that's an upgrade from the tiny band shell. Well, we still have the band shell here. But this right here is gonna be our wannabe imitation Burning Man, as they're dubbing it. I forgot the name of it already. But they gotta set up a big stage here, and there's gonna be crazy music here, and yeah, you can look it up. There's always big concerts here in Central Park, Annie Jean. We have Summer Stage already set up. That's going to start up in any day now. But nothing crazy, nothing like the Homecoming concert, nothing like Diana Ross playing back in '83. But when there's a big concert, you're going to know about it. But here it is, Billionaires Row. Starting out here at the east, 432 Park Avenue, right there. The MoMA Tower, just peeking out right there. That MoMA Tower is on 53rd Street. Right here, 111 West 57th Street, also known as the Steinway Tower. 157 West 57th Street, the building to start off Billionaires Road. That building was under construction during Hurricane Sandy. Luckily, it did not destroy Carnegie Hall. The Central Park South Tower right here with the highest occupiable floor in the Western Hemisphere. And 220 Central Park South right over there. Kind of fun. So 220 Central Park South is scheduled to have the most expensive residence in all of New York City. At the very top, there's going to be a lovely penthouse apartment. It's still under construction. It's scheduled to sell for $250 million. That does come with one parking spot. But this building right here, the Central Park South Tower, the penthouse is technically 60 feet higher than the observation deck at One World Trade Center. Has the highest occupiable floor in the Western Hemisphere. A Saudi Emirates bought for his daughter the penthouse apartment in that building for the bargain basement price of $235 million. Good to see you, Elise. Welcome. Good to see you, Combe. What's going on? We're in Central Park today. Fare forward indeed. Good to see you, Saj Tech, with a $5 super chat. Saj Tech with a $5 Broke Biscotti Fund joining the $5 club today. Thank you so much, Saj Tech, for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. I'm going to get a whole bunch of broke biscottis after that. But yes, no helicopter service. This building does not have a helicopter tower. Good to see you there, Neil, out there in Flatbush. Good to see you, WGWCO, out there in Colorado Springs. Welcome to my favorite place, Central Park. Yes. But there it is, the towers of Billionaires Row. And here, the Kate Wollman Rink. Right over here. And let's walk over here. Let's walk over here. And thank you guys so much for all these wonderful super chats. Much appreciated, guys. You know, I got messed up with the copyright on what was it, Saturday? Was it Saturday or Friday? I forget what day it was now. I think it was Saturday. We went to go see that Verizon Cadillac Club, and they were playing all the great music from the 80s. And yeah, they got the copyright on that, and they kind of hid my channel, made my channel less visible. But it is what it is. Yes. Fare Forward, that's the event. Okay, Fare Forward is the wannabe Burning Man event here in Central Park. I'm definitely not going to go to that. But here it is. Here is one of the 4 original buildings built for Central Park. Here's the dairy. The dairy, designed by Calvert Vaux in 1865. As the name suggests, the dairy used to sell cheese and milk products here. If you can imagine, when this building was first built, there would be cows grazing right here on this lawn. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, they stopped selling dairy products in the 1890s because of a little bit of a listeria scare. But today, this is the Central Park gift shop, where you could buy Central Park perfume and smell like the park. If you want to smell like Central Park, it's lavender. But good to see you there, Nebul. Bienvenue. Good to see you there, Jerry. Welcome. And so they charge you if someone plays a song. Sometimes, darling, they don't charge me, but my video becomes less visible. My video becomes less visible. You're nursing broken ribs. Oh my goodness, Meryl, please feel better, Meryl. Oh my God, I hope I don't make you laugh too hard today. The website says that Burning Man robot off the playa. What? Oh, that's kind of cool, Annie Jean. All right. Not a big fan of the Burning Man. Good to see you, Denise. Welcome. Salut, bienvenue. I would have had to, yes, exactly. I would have had to mute the entire stream. I refuse to do that. Luckily, the stream is not blocked in other countries. It's just the visibility of the video is kind of hindered because of the music, but people are still watching it, so that's all that matters. Edward Allen, good to see you, Edward Allen. Beautiful day here in the park. Making our little tour here today. Now I'm walking up a hill. When Central Park first opens up, there are no formal play areas here in Central Park. There are no playgrounds here in Central Park, except for this one area. Here was a mound of rock. It was called Kid Mountain. If you can imagine, it had a big outcropping of rock here with a whole bunch of handholds in it. Let your kids play in a rock in the 1860s and 70s. But today, this is home to the Chess and Checkers house. Tiny cars circling the Wollman Rink. Cute, yes. Yeah, Meryl, I hope you heal fast. Out riding horses. Woo, Meryl. Meryl living the Western life out there. Good to see you, Paulette. Hope you're having a blessed day. Good to see you, Tammy, out there in the great state of Tennessee. Hope you're doing well. And Meryl, be careful riding those horses out there. But here, the Chess and Checkers house is right up here, where you can borrow a chess or checkers board for free this time of year. And then we have the beautiful dairy building right here, designed by Calvert Vaux. The stone they used to build this building here was a leftover rock from the construction of Central Park. Good to see you there, Petru, welcome. You remember the rock climbing? Oh yeah, exactly, in the 70s there, Andy, you remember that? Simpler times, simpler times. So there are restrooms here in Central Park. There's restrooms all over the place. And there's also a couple of restaurants here in Central Park, like Tavern on the Green and the Loeb Boathouse. There's also a en bonbon, as I like to call it, a little French little bistro just north of the Sheep's Meadow. Now, even though the city only came up to about 42nd Street in 1858, they knew that the city of New York will surround the park. So they created sunken traverses. I'm right now walking above West 65th Street right now, and all the lovely plants are blocking the road, as you see. Central Park, one of the first places in the world to use grade separation. People, humans on top, horse carriages down along the bottom. But there's 65th Street right there. The park technically closes at night, Merrill, at 1 o'clock in the morning, but it's impossible to close something this large. So people still ramble about the park here. I don't recommend doing that. I don't recommend rambling about the park in the middle of the night, especially with lots of camera equipment. But technically the park closes at 1 o'clock, and if they see you hanging around the park or taking a nap in the park, the police will ask you to leave. You want to ask a question there, Linda? Ask away. That's what I'm here for. Good to see you, Susan Ingalls. Welcome. Welcome to Central Park. Yeah, Myrna. Yeah, the traverses here. Horse carriages, now today cars use the traverses. But yeah, they knew the city would grow around the park. They were not solving a traffic issue when they built Central Park. When the first section of Central Park opens in 1858, the city only comes up to about 42nd Street. Then the rest of the way, there were literally dirt roads up here. But they placed Central Park in the middle of the island for two reasons. One, this was very undesirable land. A lot of people didn't build homes out here. And then also, they wanted to affect the most amount of real estate. So they stick the park right in the middle of the 1811 grid plan. There is a police precinct in Central Park. The Central Park Police Precinct is just to the south of the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. It is a totally different world. Absolutely. It's a man-made nature. And let me show you something that is older than Central Park. It's right over here. You know, Edward, yeah, it was a big project to build this park. And to be honest, the park has probably never looked this good in its entire history. It's taken it's so well maintained today that it looks fabulous. And for its entire history, the park did not look this good. Okay, I'm going to try not to bother this person laying down here, but I'm going to show you the last grid marker bolt here. This is the last grid marker bolt here on Manhattan Island. Here it is. Good to see you, Toronto guy. Doing great. Here's the last grid marker bolt. This is the intersection of 56th Street and 6th Avenue. Right there. That grid marker bolt, 1811 they placed that there. And it lines up perfectly with 6th Avenue right over there. So at every major intersection of this grid plan from 1811, John Randall Jr. Placed either an iron bolt in the rock or erected a marble or stone landmark at each individual intersection. And that's one of the last ones to survive, right there. Good to see you, Zalico. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Toronto guy. I heard Toronto has beautiful weather today. Heard it's a beautiful day. It's the gridiron, the grid marker bolts. which is pretty special. But now we're going to enter the only straight pathway in all of Central Park, and that is the mall. Good to see you, Rosalind. Good to see you, Marty Lewis. Welcome on into the show. Lady O, nobody would have spotted that unless you're with me, a licensed New York City tour guide. So how did I find that bolt? They had a story. They did a news piece many, many moons ago. Ah, it's raining there, Toronto guys. Sorry to hear that. I thought it was a nice day. Why is Central Park so good as of late? The great maintenance of the park. Serenading Columbus. Not a needle in a haystack, but a bolt in a rock. That's right. I'm a professional. That's right. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the only straight pathway in all of Central Park. Here's the mall. What you're seeing here in the mall is the only straight pathway here in the mall. The mall is one of the largest collections of great American elm trees outside of Washington, D.C. There's roughly 400 elm trees in this grove alone. You can find around 3,000 elm trees around Central Park. Ah, here's Sir Robbie Burns. Sir Robert Burns, for all my Scottish viewers, he wrote a little song. To all acquaintance be forgot. That's his song. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Now, next time I come to Central Park, I'm bringing squirrel food. I want to do a squirrel cam one of these days here in Central Park. I think that would be fun one day, is to come here to Central Park just to feed the squirrels. But look at this, park is alive. We have many statues of famous men, one statue of a famous dog, and finally, after over 150 years, a statue of some famous women. It's been a while, Meryl. I'm so happy you're here too. Yes, how do they protect the elms from Dutch elms disease? Well, the city protects these elms from Dutch elms disease. Luckily, the city grew up around the park in time to maintain these elm trees here. So luckily, the city grew up around the park before Dutch elms disease ravaged all these elm trees across the country. And yeah, we're still here today. And the horticulturists really meticulously maintain all these elms here. It's quite amazing. You just got done feeding your pet squirrel. Nice. Only 6 months till 2023. That's right, Lady O. How crazy is that, Lady O? New Year's is almost here. But after over 150 years, here we have it, the women's rights pioneer statue. Sojourner Truth, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and Susan B. Anthony going over their articles of sentiment. Pretty cool. Good to see you, Tracy Taylor. It is a beautiful day in the park. Welcome on into the show. Now, if you want to see this statue come alive, this is what I want you to do. We have a little QR code here. You can pause the video, use your cell phone, and scan the QR code, and this statue will come to life right here. Yes, Marcus Garvey Park is, yes, you was told that GPS was used to find the initial fix on one in Marcus Garvey Park. Yes, the grid marker bolt in Marcus Garvey Park is like in the middle of like a garden today, so it's kind of hard to access. But they found the grid marker bolt here in Central Park in the late 90s, early 2000s. Good to see you there, Nicole. Welcome. It's rainy there. Stay dry. It's bananas going so fast. Yes, it is. Yeah, Lady Orleans, time is flying. Time is flying. That is for sure. As we wander down the only straight pathway here in Central Park. Yeah, scan that QR code after the... It's Lady O, it's a 20-minute presentation. And the statue comes alive with some fantastic actresses. You don't want to miss it. It's really, really cool. Good to see you, Al. You can enjoy my stream because... You can't enjoy my stream because I talk too much. Al, do me a favor. Tune out. You should tune out, Al. This is not for you then. This is a walking tour. And if I'm talking too much, then you really shouldn't watch this. Actually, there's some people who just walk and don't know anything about the park. They're much more your style. So please, Al, do me a favor. Leave the stream. Don't watch me. Good to see you, John Law. Welcome. It's getting stupid windy. Yes, indeed. Getting stupid windy out here. Luckily here in the park, it's not too windy. Good to see you, Sam Maloof. Welcome. Good to see you, Rick. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Everyone's saying bye, Al. Okay. I mean, Susan, isn't the monologue fantastic? Yeah, adults table, guys. Sorry. I mean, he can watch one of the walking live streamers. That's fine. On this channel, we tour. I'm a tour guide, and tour guides talk. I know, Tracy. It's an amazing presentation. That funky stuff. Yeah, tourists are back, and then some. The tourists are back, and I am booked solid for this month, and I'm beginning to book July already. So it's as a professional New York City tour guide, I'm pretty busy. Oh, what do we have going on up there? Do we have the Mormons practicing up there? We got some Mormons practicing up there. Let's see if we could hear them. Or did they stop singing? I think they stopped singing. Let's see if we could hear these guys. They're like testing out their voices. Awesome, Anthony. Yeah, job security, exactly. Now, you remember when you were shut down? It was so sad, but now we're back. We're back and better than ever. Good to see a Viking 180. Yes, this is a professionally guided tour, people, exactly. I've been a full-time licensed New York City tour guide here in New York City for 10 years. Yeah, they got they're doing some kind of singing up there. Let's see if we could hear them. Good to see you there, S. Fields. Welcome. And they play some, look at this, guys. So this is an area here where we pay tribute to people I believe we lost during, is it the Civil War? Let's see. Maybe not, Neil. I don't know. Let's see. This is the memorial tree for the First World War. So this is World War I. 1817, 1890, the 103rd Infantry Division, 307th Infantry and 77th Division. So we have, good to see you, Colleen, all these amazing little, this is another memorial tree for the World War. They never sleep. I always forget about this little patch over here. You can see they're all over. They're all over here. So Central Park is 843 acres. It is cool. It's pretty neat. And Douglas Fatiglia with a $10 super chat. Douglas, thank you so much for joining the $5 Club 2 times today. Good to see you. Aloha. I'm glad you're enjoying the tour. Thank you so much there, Douglas. Much, much, much appreciated. And here's like a little memorial for the First World War. Just hanging out here. Good to see you, Robojacks, out there in London. I wanted to see if these guys are going to sing or anything like that. They're still being rather quiet. Will I ever go to Harlem? It depends if I'm going to go to Harlem or not, Edward. Something has to be going on up there. Unfortunately, I'm not too well versed in the history of Harlem, and I don't just walk places for the simple thing of just walking them. But if there's something cool going on, we'll be up in Harlem. We're just hanging out right here. This World War I memorial. Mi-chan, good to see you, Mi-chan, out there in Japan. Konnichiwa. Oh, they're playing like a speaker over there. So over here, this is the Rumsey play field, and this is where we have our summer stage, right up there. You saw Danielle's finished mural today, left you speechless? Oh yeah. Good to see you, darling, welcome. We roll deep, gotta have to roll the hard. Absolutely, Meryl. Good to see you, Ginny Trainer, out there in Glasgow. Yes, William, this is bigger than Prospect Park. Let me show you a top 10 of parks here in New York City. The largest park here in New York is Pelham Bay Park, and after that, the Green Belt in Staten Island, then Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx, and Flushing, 526 acres compared to Central Park's 843 acres. Where do we post up signs of for one of my tours in person? If you want to come on one of my tours in person, please direct message me on Twitter or Instagram at least 3 to 4 weeks before you are here. I do work for a couple of different companies, and I plan out my schedule a month in advance. So yeah, just DM me on Instagram or Twitter. And tours range in price anywhere from $35 all the way up to $150. It depends on what we do and how many people are on the tour. So there you go. Thank you so much for the polite greeting there, Mi-chan. Konnichiwa. As we walk the only straight pathway in Central Park, the mall. Our friend William here is here playing the saxophone, the official instrument of New York. No, I do walking tours also. I do tours on walking and bicycle. So we do both. I do both. Walking tours, I'm able to tell you to go more. I'm able to go more into depth during a walking tour, but bicycle tour, we're able to cover a lot more distance and space. John Costello, good to see you. John, we are going to do the bus tour. I have some, I guess some insiders who work at the big bus. So I'm waiting to get like a really crazy discount for myself and all my friends who want to come on that double-decker bus tour. So we're going to totally take over a double-decker bus, and it's going to be hilarious. But beautiful day today. 77 degrees right now here in New York. Beautiful day in New York, Douglas. Yeah, John, I'm going to take over a double-decker bus because they fired all their tour guides. So I know discount or not you're in. I know, John. I know you and Ange wants to come. So, and Nabul, he took a tour with me with his family. It's happening, Ramona. It's happening. Going to be a party bus, yes. It's going to be hilarious. Oh, thank you so much, S. Fields. So a big bus yesterday, advertising in 12 languages. Yes, all the big buses advertise in multiple languages. So welcome to the heart of Central Park. Welcome to Bethesda Terrace and the Angel of the Waters Fountain. Len Evanson, welcome. Good to see you. You're more than welcome for the information. It is going to be fun, Annie G. You're on the list for a tour? Good. Come on out. Come on out. But yeah, I'm going to take over a double-decker tour bus and live stream it, and it's going to be hilarious. Because they got rid of all their tour guides on those double-decker buses. So I'm just going to start speaking out loud. And oh, here's a bicycle tour. Oh, there's Michelle. One of the greatest tour guides in New York right there. That's Michelle. She's one of the greatest tour guides here in New York. I've been working with Michelle now for like 10 years. What an insane decision. Yes, it is. We'll make the news. I think we will. There's another tour here. Now, if you're wondering what is up with all these tents here, they're going to have this Central Park fundraiser tonight.
So 145, right back here under this tent.
But as you see, all these tents are covering everything. The fundraiser for Central Park is tonight. This is why there are all these tents here. I don't think we're going to be able to see our angel, but let's say hi to her from a distance here. The angel of the waters fountain, built to commemorate the opening of the Croton Aquifer system, the first freshwater system for the city of New York. Her hand outstretched, blessing the waters of Bethesda. The statue references the Gospel of John. All the water features here in New York City all the water features here in Central Park are filled up with New York City tap water. Beyond the statue is the lake. No special name, just called the lake. But there she is, the angel. I do have sunscreen on. I don't know if anyone's playing Attic John, but you could find out. I don't know what exactly the fundraiser entails. Romantic boats indeed, Myrna. You could rent the boats here for $20 an hour. But yeah, the fundraiser kind of takes over the whole park here. Here's where Loki teleports from in the movie The Avengers. This is also almost the very center of Manhattan Island. Manhattan Island from north to south is 11.5 miles long, and this is just about the halfway point, but this is not the widest point of Manhattan Island. That goes to 14th Street, where the island is roughly 2.5 miles wide. But there it is. This is the skylight for Bethesda Arcade down beneath us. And I don't think we're going to be able to go into the arcade, but let's find out. I want to be able to show you guys the Milton tiles here. Some people can't row, no. You got to understand, the rowboats here in Central Park are stupid heavy. So you got to be strong. There's some people who are, in general, just out of shape, and they come do those rowboats, and it's like, that's a workout, dude. Beautiful way to see the park, very romantic, but you got to be strong. Those oars are heavy. Don't you love that ice cream, Darlene? Yes, the iced cream vendors are out. Summertime has befallen us here in New York City. This entire landscape here at Bethesda Terrace references the 4 seasons of the year. And right here, we're going to see, this is autumn. Let's say hello to autumn. As you see, we got the witch. We got the witch here with the pumpkin. The owl represents the loss of sunlight. And then, of course, we come back to school in the autumn, and here's a school book. Good to see photos from around New York. So it looks like Bethesda Terrace has been closed, but we could see the Milton tiles, though. Let me show you the Milton tiles. The Milton tiles, the only application of Milton tiles in the world, vaulted onto a ceiling. Wow, they're gonna have a big fundraiser here. Milton tiles, painted tile. A little place called the White House. But as you see tonight, they're gonna have a big fundraiser for Central Park. Again, it costs $85 million a year to maintain Central Park. Bethesda Terrace, this part of the park was designed back in 1872. 1872, Bethesda Terrace was created. Don't you love the Milton tiles? Yes, they did shut down a lot. Yes, they did. Yeah, here's some restrooms. I recommend the restrooms at Tavern on the Green. Those are the best restrooms here in Central Park. Good to see you, Teresa. What is that? That's a long comment there. So I'm going to have to stop and scroll back. There are so many cultural, historical treasures, parks, restaurants in Harlem, Washington Heights. Also in the Bronx, ignored by live stream walkers. Well, we were up in Inwood recently. We did Fort Tryon Park. So I haven't done, and plus this isn't a walking channel, that's true. This is definitely not a walking channel. Gary, what the hell is going on? Carrie, I highly recommend you pay attention. It's free. I don't know, honestly, Carrie, is it really that hard to fathom what's happening here on screen? Is it really that hard to fathom? Is this really that complicated of a live stream? I mean, we are taking a tour of Central Park. Thus, the live stream is called the Central Park Experience. Good to see you, Mary. Welcome. I mean, and again, this isn't a walking live stream. I know a lot of people like to simply walk. I don't walk, we tour. People could put tour in their description, which some people seem to be doing as of late, because I must have triggered them. But we don't walk, we tour here. This isn't a walking channel. So I only visit places that I am versed into history about. So that's why we visited Fort Tryon Park recently, and then we went up near the Cloisters, and so I haven't done the Bronx yet, and I want to do the Bronx. You think he's talking about the screams we could hear? Those are the Showtime dancers over there. So they're whooping up the crowd to extract money from clueless tourists. I discuss with everyone on tour. Yes, I do. Anyway. Gotta go up to the Bronx sometimes. Exactly. That's right, John Lord. This is the show with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Yes, indeed. Busking. Yes, they're busking, Neil. They're gonna do their little whoop-de-whoop dance, and then they're gonna jump over some tourists. And exactly, you just watch and learn, Jerry. That's right. It's edutainment. It's edutainment. It's education with entertainment. Edutainment. That's what I like to consider this. But I noticed some people keep putting tour in their titles as of late, and it's like, is it really a tour? They're just kind of wandering around eating food. Not really talking about much of anything. Good to see you, Ronald. Exactly, just look, listen, and enjoy. City Island is a nice place, Max. City Island's a lovely place. Good to see you, Travis. Good to see you, Mike Jones. How fast can I run? I have no idea, Mike. I ride a bike. That's what I do. Yes, a horsey. Yes, indeed. The pinnacle of entertainment, that's right. Leaping over tourists is not a bird. Yeah, that's right, John. Wow, look at this setup here they have here for the, they have a big setup here for the fundraiser. Wow, this is big. Beautiful day here in the park. I'm gonna have to get something to drink in a little bit. I drank a bunch of soda and water at my diner, and now I'm already parched. But then again, it has been 58 minutes. We're already approaching an hour here in the live stream. Here in Central Park, 843 acres of man-made goodness. Wow, look at this, wow. Wow, they gotta have all the wine. Oh, you was referring to the yelling in the background. There you go, Carrie. Yes, it was the yelling in the background. It was the Showtime dancers. They go, it's showtime, it's showtime. Then they jump over people. Yay. Yay. Who of importance might be attending? I don't know. Maybe Bette Midler. Bette Midler is on the Central Park Conservancy Board. Okay, what is the Central Park experience without hydration, right? My beautiful angel of the waters. Money, it's a hit. Look how beautiful it looks. And then, of course, here is the lake. No special name, just called the lake. All filled up with New York City tap water. It could be emptied. It could be adjusted. The parks in Brooklyn are gorgeous. That's why I love doing Prospect Park. I love doing tours of Prospect Park. But look, here's the lake. Oh, we got a toidle here. Look at this, got a little toidle. A little toidle there. Yeah, Bette Midler's on the Central Park Conservancy Board, so she'll probably be here. Glad to see they're using local companies for the tents. Neil, I think they have to. They have, I know they have agreements with the city of New York to use as much local organizations as possible. So I think they have to use local companies. Lovely shade of green indeed. Let's make our way up. They are fish in the lake. They're catfish and bass, I believe, freshwater bass. If you go up near the Harlem Meer, they have koi fish. It's definitely Union. All of it's man-made, Rick. All of this is man-made. So in this section here, all of it's man-made. The only natural fed body of water is up in the Harlem Meer, and it's called Montaigne's Riverlet. Got some geese goosing around here. Do I fish in New York? You can fish in New York, Mike, but I wouldn't recommend eating the fish. The geese are hanging around. And let's see, let's get Central Park, one of the first places in the world to use forced perspective. And I'm going to show you some of that forced perspective right now. It is an amazing job, Rick. So here we have a wonderful vista here, the Twin Towers of the San Remo Apartments, designed by Emery Roth back in 1929. To think, Barry Manilow used to sublet to Raquel Welch in that building. Steve Martin, Steven Spielberg have apartments in there. The fish are fine to eat? Okay, there you go. The fish are fine to eat. Good to see you, Deming. Welcome. So we got the Ramble back over here, the most wooded area here in Central Park. I don't recommend wandering around there at night because there's no lights in there. Yeah, pheasants in your caravan park. That's kind of cool. You'll eat anything, anywhere, anytime, Mike? Awesome. So then come out to New York and come fishing.
Okay, so she was at
Memzatobe, good to see you. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome to Central Park. 843 acres of man-made goodness. All of this completely fake, man-made nature. Nature, staged, managed. In 1855, Frederick Law Olmsted designs a tree-moving machine. The tree-moving machine is so popular that Barcelona, Paris, London bought one, amongst many other cities around the world. An entire issue of Popular Mechanics is devoted to this machine way back in 1856. We're now about to pass underneath the trefoil arch. Watch your feet, ladies and gentlemen, as we go down these steps. As we pass underneath the main drive, my friend Hans Christian Andersen, that is. Where's the Hobbit? I don't know. You gotta have to ask, who's that there? J.R.R. Tolkien, right? Is that the Home Alone tunnel? No, it's not, Mike. The Home Alone tunnel is further back near the dairy. And the Home Alone tunnel is kind of funny because when Kevin runs through that tunnel, he runs in and out of it in two different directions. And you could tell by the lamppost. The lamppost never changes its spot, so it's kind of funny. He kind of runs one way, then they get him running the opposite direction. It's kind of funny. But we did walk over the Home Alone bridge, the Gatsbow Bridge. He runs over that bridge and they cut to the next shot is of Kevin in Washington Square Park. You can't wait to visit your niece and her family to New York. Too bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Edward. The trefoil arch. I don't know, Gail. Good to see you, Gail. I don't know what the trefoil arch is named after. I'm assuming it's the design of the rock arch because it has 3 points on it. But it could be Girl Scout cookies. Damn it, I want Girl Scout cookies now. I want some Girl Scout cookies. The harder, yeah, try harder. It's an experience you never forget. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, here's my friend. And he looks like he's getting some visitors. There's Hans Christian Andersen. Right here. Reading his book to the Ugly Duckling. Let me say hello to the Ugly Duckling really quick. The arch kind of looks like cookies. How we doing, Hans? How we doing, Ducky? He's reading the Ugly Duckling to a little duck. And then right over here, it's the conservatory water, also known as the model boat pond. In the movie Stuart Little 2, this is where they have the yacht race. Trefoil is a pattern of 3 circles, represents the Holy Trinity. There you go, that sounds about right, Paul. Paul, good to see you. So they actually recreated that building way over there, almost in full scale, out in Hollywood for the movie. Kind of amazing. I wonder that too there, Ronald. I wonder that too. Right here is the home of Pale Mail. If you look at that center window on the arch there, you see, oh, I think we have Pale Mail hanging out right now. Look at that. I see a red-tailed hawk. Can you see the red-tailed hawk? Pale Mail was him and his first wife were the first pair of nesting red-tailed hawks here along 5th Avenue. They moved into their ledge back in 1997. Soon after, you had a whole bunch of bird watchers standing right here where I'm standing, looking up at these windows, looking up at that nest. Paula Zahn, American news broadcaster Paula Zahn, lived in that apartment, and she did not like all these people with their binoculars and their telescopes looking up at her windows. So she immediately had building management remove the nest. It got New Yorkers very upset. There was a protest that lasted here for about 8 months. Then the city of New York put out a petition that over 300,000 people signed. I was one of those 300,000 people who signed that petition. The nest came back. Luckily, Pale Mail came back. And after that, out of that first nesting pair of red-tailed hawks, we can now find 38 pairs of nesting red-tailed hawks here in Central Park. And the red-tailed hawks seem to know their real estate because they all hang out along 5th Avenue and the Museum Mile. Prime real estate indeed. Yeah, you saw this on TV? Absolutely. Yeah, she couldn't afford shades, right, Rick? Yeah, come on. But there he is. He's hanging out, saying hi to us here on the live stream. Pale Mail, the beautiful red-tailed hawk. And if I see a red-tailed hawk flying around, I'll put it on camera. Red-tailed hawks like to catch pigeons in mid-flight and eat them, like true New Yorkers. Good to see you, Susan. Welcome on into the show. Let's go say hello to Alice. Alice in Wonderland, that is. A good place to be a hawk, absolutely. We have falcons here too, Paul. We have peregrine falcons here in New York City. And the peregrine falcons hang out on top of all of our bridges. So we have pairs and families of peregrine falcons on top of the Verizon Bridge, Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queensboro, 59th Street, George Washington bridges. We use the peregrine falcons to keep away all of the pigeons. So they maintain the bridges, and there's not too much corrosion from all that wildlife living in the bridges. Well, let's make our way over to Alice. And say hello to Alice in Wonderland.
Appreciate it.
Sounds like somebody's playing a cello. Yeah, they had falcons underneath the Hamilton Avenue Bridge last year too. Yeah, we're using them all over the city, John. It's pretty amazing how we use nature to fight nature here in New York City. So here is the Margarita Delacorte Memorial. John Delacorte, without John Delacorte, we would not have our Shakespeare in the Park. And thanks to John Delacorte, we have our Delacorte Theater where we have Shakespeare in the Park. But right as he curated this Alice in Wonderland statue, John Delacorte's wife passes away. This statue was commissioned back in 1958 and designed by José de Kreeft. José de Kreeft, a friend of Pablo Picasso. Any stray cats here in Central Park? I've seen a few stray cats, not too many. Not too many stray cats around here. But here is Alice in Wonderland, and George Delacorte does play a role here in this statue. He plays the role of the Mad Hatter here in the park. Let these people take their picture because I got to rub George Delacorte's nose for good luck. Let me say hi to George. Hey, George. Here's George Delacorte. Alice in Wonderland. Right there. I think now we're going to make our way over to, let's make our way over to Belvedere Castle. Let's do Belvedere Castle next. You got photos of that statue back in 2005? Awesome. Johnny Depp is not in that statue because it was created in 1958. It is hard to be a cello busker. It's Paul, it's heavy. It's a heavy thing, Paul. Good to see you, Diana Lee. It is a perfect day for a stroll through Central Park. Had a beautiful bicycle tour this morning. It warmed up just nice. You know, we're supposed to lose the sun. Clouds are starting to roll into New York, but we have not lost the sun yet, so it's pretty great. Picture perfect day in New York indeed. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, Edward. Some of these buskers really put in their back-breaking work. Jack from Sydney. Yes, we are going to Strawberry Fields. This is a Central Park walking tour. So yes, we are going to Strawberry Fields. We're beginning to make our way over to the west side right now. So right now coming up, we're going to see Belvedere Castle. We're going to see the Turtle Pond and the Great Lawn, Shakespeare Garden, and then we're going to make our way down past the Sweetest Cottage. And then we'll see the lake again, and then we'll make our way over to Strawberry Fields. Strawberry Fields, then after that, we're going to see Tavern on the Green and the Sheep's Meadow. We'll rejoin the mall for a little bit, make our way over to Balto the Dog, make our way over to the Central Park Zoo, and we're going to exit the park at 5th Avenue. So we're doing a proper Central Park walking tour today. So you're going to see a lot of the major features of the park. The only thing we're not going to see today is the North Woods and the Harlem Mere. Good to see you there, Ed. Ed Ignore, buongiorno. Right across the street from here is the Loeb Boathouse. Makes you think of Mr. Belvedere. Me too. Slow boat to China, never have a before. Loeb Boathouse. I recommend getting breakfast and lunch here. Breakfast and lunch here is fabulous. Oh my God, it's Christian van der Velde. Oh my God. Oh my God, George Hincapie. It's George Hincapie. I'm over the cyclists who go really fast through the park, especially in the middle of the day. So I'm just gonna start calling them elite cyclists for now on. Were those feminist Shakespeare performers for real? Anthony, I don't know what you're referring to. That's just a polyglot. There you go. I'm a polyglot, guys. All right. And Jack from Sydney with a $5 Australian super chat. Jack, out there in Sydney, Australia, from the future. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Much, much, much appreciated. You're more than welcome for all the streams. Entertaining streams here in New York. More exciting adventures to come. Thank you so much, Jack, out there in the great Sydney, Australia. I want to visit Sydney, Australia so bad. The future is calling, Jim. Good to see you. It's the future. Yeah, it's tomorrow out there in Sydney already. I believe it's already Wednesday out there. Thanks for staying up late or getting up really early. Okay, Anthony, I'll look into that. Why not the North Woods? It's a bit of a long walk for me, Teresa. The tour I have planned is already pushing about 3 hours. So I'm going to do about probably 18,000 steps, walk almost 6 miles. So that's a little bit much for me today. I've already led a bicycle tour through the park. And yeah, so we're going to skip the North Woods and the Harlem Mere today. I'm basically killing time until I can catch my express bus and head home.